So today I was talking to the homie Nigel, right? You guys remember Nigel, from the story Crazy Chick Wants to Be President Part 1 and 2. If you don't know who I'm talking about, then links will be in the description down below for Part 1 and Part 2. So that way we don't have no confusion. Okay. So today I was telling him a story about the first breakup I have ever been in. Like, first breakup. Like, it's not, like, it's funny, but I don't know. So he told me I should put this on YouTube. And being the guy he is, I know he's going to hold me to it. So, here's the story of the first time I've ever been / in a relationship / got broken up. I don't know how to put this. I'm just gonna call this video breakups. Okay? So here's the story. I was in middle school, and being in middle school for my first year, my 7th grade year, I kind of told myself off the bat that there wasn't a lot of really compatible females for me to get involved with, because if you live in a ratchet neighborhood, or you live somewhere ratchet, and the closest school to you is literally like a 20-minute walk from there to your neighborhood, you can expect that some of the people who go there, you guessed it, are ratchet. So, at that point, I didn't want a girlfriend who would want me to do all this stuff for them, but it would just be a relationship I just wouldn't be happy in. Alright, so after checking out my classes, like checking out a lot of my classes, I check out my finishing classes on 8As while I was in middle school. And there was this one girl there. Now, for security and safety reasons of the video, I'm not going to disclose her name, nor am I going to create an alibi, because screw it, I'm not doing it. So until I get the go-to from her that I can go ahead and put her name out there, not threatening, but put her name in the video, I will. I'll probably remaster this video sometime in the future. But anyway, so anyways, I see this girl, and she was actually kind of cute. I'm not going to sit here and act like she wasn't. So she was kind of cute, but me being the timid kid that I am, I avoided any conversations with her. Because the thing with me is, I don't talk to people unless I'm spoken to first. I know that seems like, wow, that's ridiculous. You're pretty much growing up on, like, royalty grounds. Yes, I am, because that's how I was raised, to not speak to nobody unless you were spoken to first. That way I just wouldn't make no weird confrontation trying to start a conversation. Anyways, I got to know this girl in my 7th grade year, and we became friends. Anyways, the end of the year came, and then my 8th grade year started. My friends who had that class with me also liked this girl, so they decided to create a bet. Basically, first person who can get her wins. No money, no nothing. First person that can get her. Okay, so it's funny because, like, all my friends who tried to get her immediately ruined it. Like, ruined it. It was hilarious. The funniest one was my friend Johnny. He had gotten her and kept a relationship for about, I'd say 2-3 weeks. And it's funny because the relationship ended because he let the girl see his phone, and he just happened to be messaging somebody at that time. And keep in mind, she only wanted to use his phone because her phone was dead. She wanted to contact her mother. So after seeing his phone, figured out he was talking to another female at the same time. Boom, relationship is done. All right, so I go in there, right? Of course, I'm to myself. I'm like, wow, what's the chances this chick is gonna like me on any chance? Go there, we get to talking and whatnot, and I tell her how I feel. She says, I felt the same way about you for a while, but I just didn't know how to approach you. Okay, cool. So we're starting off on some simple grounds, getting, pretty much admitting how we feel to one another. All right. And keep in mind, this was not directly after the whole breakup with Johnny. This was like 2, 3, 4 weeks afterwards. Yes, when I say I was a timid kid, I was honestly shy as crap. I couldn't, couldn't work up them nerves, man. Anyway, tell her how I feel. She tell me how she feel. We start dating. Okay. Now, in a relationship, I found it awkward, right? So let's skip 2, 3 months into the relationship. I found it awkward because we would barely talk like face to face. It was more like texting or video chat when we were at home, things like that. It was never face to face. I found that weird, like very weird. I never understood why though. Like if we chatted face to face, it was rare. All right. So about 2 or so weeks later, after me and her have been in this relationship for about 2 months now, she calls it off. She says, "You know what? I'm sorry. I can't do this. I want to break up with you." You would think this had hit me hard. It honestly didn't, because of the weeks and the 2 months on end that we weren't talking, like face to face, kind of threw me off. It kind of made me not want to be in a relationship no more, because we just aren't talking. Like, talking on the phone doesn't excite me, okay? Like, and everybody don't go saying that this is weird, because everybody who's been in a relationship with somebody, like if you've been in a long distance relationship and you know that you guys used to talk face to face. You guys start talking on like video or like video chat, Skype, webcamming. You start doing things like that. It feels weird. Like it really, really feels weird because it's not the same as one-on-one confrontation. It's just through a monitor. So anyway, she calls it off. She's like, "You know what? I don't want to be with you anymore. I want to break up." Like I said, I really didn't have no emotion to this, besides the fact that she had did this over a video chat via phone. So only emotion I had was like a slight bit of rage because she didn't want to do this in person. So I was kind of upset about it. I was angry, I was upset, I was mad about that. But after that, I was done. I cleared my mind and I was like, you know what? I've been looking for an outlet to escape this relationship this entire time. And she just created one for me. Alright? But how do I put this? Throughout your life, people will tell you things happen for a reason. Okay? Necessarily not your job to go be Indiana Jones and find the treasure of of the reasons. Okay? Not your job to go find those reasons all the time. But I had to ask. I had to know why we were breaking up. Maybe it was because I was doing something wrong, or maybe it was something, or maybe she just didn't feel comfortable anymore. But and I know that if you're like, but Remy, you just said that you weren't comfortable in the relationship. I wasn't, but the thing is, when you break up with somebody, you often want to know why to help you like speed through or like get through grieving. So yeah, I asked her why, and keep in mind that everything just happens for a reason. So this is what she said. She said, "Well, a couple of my friends have been mocking me because of you." I didn't know personally what that meant. I was like, okay, what are they mocking you about? Like, what is it that they're mocking you about? Like, about me at least. And they was like, well, it's like when you walk in the hallways, your face is always bunched up and you always look mad. So people always took it as if you were like super angry and was taking it out on me. And they thought you were slow. You see what I'm saying? Like it was weird though, because when she said that with like no hesitation. But the whole me being angry thing, yeah. So she had told me, she was like, when people saw your face or stuff like that, they thought like you were mental or mentally retarded or something like that. Let me keep it straight. When I walk through the hallways, first of all, I'm not mental. I don't have no mental challenge per se. Um, I visited a psychiatrist because during my middle school year, my mother had caught on to the fact that I was not doing a lot of my schoolwork. Like, a lot of my schoolwork was not getting done. So she sent me to a psychiatrist. She just thought, like, maybe it was something with his brain. Maybe he's not comprehending everything. We went to the psychiatrist and he diagnosed me with ADD. Now, for everybody who doesn't know what ADD is, it's just a attention disorder. That's what it is. So, anytime, like, something wouldn't pique my interest, my attention was completely off of it. So, yeah, that's what they said I was. So that's like, I wouldn't say mental, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that I'm perfect. I don't know how to put it. But yeah, they said, I had ADD. Okay, so I got past that. Not really a big problem, just an attention disorder. And this girl had the nerve, the audacity, after saying that I was mental, then had the audacity to ask me, "Hey, are you mentally challenged? You know, slow or something like that?" Like, y'all don't know how badly I wanted to laugh. Like, I wanted to laugh because if you're ending a relationship of what people say about your partner, it's hilarious to me, okay? Because that means, like, you let people's words get to you a lot. With me, I used to get bullied when I was younger. Like, verbally bullied. And I had learned that if somebody says something negative to you, you just gotta cut it off. Like, just act like it's not there. But apparently she didn't learn that, so instead we got her being self-conscious about being with me and wanted to end the relationship. So I tried my hardest not to laugh. Over the chat, I said, "No, I'm not mental. I am diagnosed with ADD, which is just an attention disorder, meaning like I just don't pay attention to a lot of things if it don't pique my interest long enough." So after that, we broke up, right? Keep in mind, 8th grade year, have not heard nothing from her ever since. Like, she won't even look me in the face, man. Like, she won't even look at me without wanting to instantly turn her head if she even thought I was about to look at her. So a year comes by, right? A year comes and goes. I'm in the 9th grade, starting my first year of high school. And keep in mind, I have not heard from this chick since then. Then, one random day in particular, I get a text on my phone. Actually, from Kik. Everybody know it. Most of you know what Kik is. It's like a little messenger app. That's all it is. So I get a message on there, and she had found me, hit me up, said, "Hey," she was like, hey, haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? So, I'm a bit salty still about what happened. Like, you just literally tried to put me on blast. Like, you just tried to embarrass me because your friend said that I look mental. But I'm not somebody to hold a grudge for long. So we start conversating again. And pretty much so, as the conversation, she gets to have feelings for me again. And she tells me, like, I wish I never broke up with you. It wasn't, my friends were just, douches. They weren't really friends. They didn't really care about me or us. This, that, and the third. In my head, out on text, I'm sitting here like, yeah, this, that, and the third, like, agreeing with her. In my head, however, I'm like, your friends don't have nothing to do with me and you breaking up. You chose to break up. You chose to break up because you didn't know how to cut out the negativity in your life. You let it build up, it consumed you, and now you wanted to cut me off because of it. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, in my head, I'm like, if she asked me, do I want to go back with her? I'm going to say no. So we just keep talking, and she's like telling me all this stuff, like I'm like what we had was special. I shouldn't have broke it. This, that, and the third. You know, she's giving me the whole "I want to get back with you together" sob story, and I never said anything about it. Because usually, to me, when people do that, they pretty much don't want to say, "Can we get back together?" They want the other party that they tried to hurt or had hurt it and hurt it. Is that a word? I'm adding ED on hurt. I don't know if that's the word or not. I'm gonna Google that afterwards. But yeah, the person you tried to hurt in the whole breaking up process, you want to get back with them, but you're too scared to say, "Can we get back together?" It's hilarious to me. But she tries to keep it going. I'm not doing nothing about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting with you. I'm not, in my mind, I mentally locked this in my head. I'm like, I don't want to get with you again. What we had, it was cool. But you were just so scared to talk to me face to face off of what your friends said. I don't think I want to be in a relationship with you. Screw it. Lockdown. Not doing it. So we continue conversating. And yeah, we just stayed friends. Every now and again, she'll mention like the whole relationship thing, but to me, it's still a mental lock in my head. It's just me telling myself, not getting back with you. You let your friends influence your decisions too much. I can't do that. I can't have somebody who let other people influence the life choices you make all the time. Like, I understand there are gonna be some choices in life where you have to get some other people's opinions. But if this is how you're doing it, if this is how you want to handle a relationship by going with what your friends say, by all means, you might as well just go listen to your friends about everything else, because I'm not getting back with you. But that's the end of this story, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. And if you want to hear more stories like that, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to tell more of them. But until then, this is the Real Deal Plays signing off, saying peace, and I'll see you guys in the next one.